Good horsemanship would mean that before I ride my horse, I'm taking good care of my horse. That means that I'm brushing him out, I'm currying him, I'm making sure that his mane and tail's cleaned up, and I'm also checking and picking his feet to make sure that he's ready to go out on a trail ride. I'm going to show you how to pick a horse's feet. I've got a hold of my lead rope. I'm just going to have it over my arm, and I can do this with my horse tied up, or I can do him loose like this. Now, I see a lot of people that would just reach down and pull on this horse's leg, do that, but you want to use good horsemanship in picking up a horse's foot as much as you'd want to use it for riding your horse. So I'm going to use my same principles we're always working on. I'm going to use make the right thing easy and the wrong thing difficult. I'm going to think about hair, skin, muscle, bone. I'm going to think about thinking, asking, telling, and making. And I'm going to recognize the smallest change and reward the slightest try. If I use those principles in everything I do around my horse will start doing things with me instead of doing things for me. So I'm going to reach down here. I'm just going to slide my hand down my horse's leg, and my horse will start to learn what happens before what happens. And as I slide down here, I'm just going to see if my horse would just pick up his foot. And I'm just going to maybe rub on him a little bit with just a little hair. I'm not going to physically try to pick his leg up. I'm going to let him pick it up for me. And that's what he did right there. He recognized what I was asking, and he picked up his foot. Now I'm going to go ahead and I can pick this foot out, clean up this dirt, and I can use this. I hear a lot of people say you got to be careful of how you dig in there and this and that. You guys need to know that this horse walks on this foot on gravel. You don't have to be as crazy careful as a lot of us make you think. You're going to reach in here and you're going to dig it out. It's way more important that you get the rocks out of this horse's foot than it is that you be careful about cleaning this horse's foot. There's not much in here that you can hurt if you're just being halfway cautious about how you're digging around in here and how you're cleaning out that horse's foot. There's a clean horse's foot, no debris in there. You can see where everything is, and that one's ready to go. Let's pick up a back foot. I'm going to go ahead and step back here to the back side of my horse here, and I'm going to run my hand down from the top, the same way I did before, just giving my horse a chance to prepare. And as I reach down here like this, he knows what I'm looking for. And what I'm looking for him to do is for him to pick up his foot and hand it to me. I'm going to use those same principles. In this case, he's already picked his foot up and preparing for me to have it. But I want him to pick that foot up for me and bring it to me, so I'm just going to use hair, skin, muscle, bone. And as he picks that foot up, I'm going to put it up here where I can work on it. And now I'll just pick this foot out. I can hold this foot here on the side, or maybe you've seen your horseshoer lay a foot in your horse's lap. Both these are perfectly safe ways to pick out a horse's foot, and they're ways that any good horseman ought to learn how to do both of those. As I'm giving this foot back to him, there's a little bit of etiquette in that too. I'm not going to be rude or disrespectful to my horse and just drop it on the ground and make him catch his own foot. I'm going to set his foot down. But the other thing I'm not going to do is I'm never going to let this horse lean on me. I'm not going to hold him up. I see a lot of people thinking that that's the way they got to have a relationship with their horse. Their horse leans on them, they try to hold it up. This here picking a horse's foot is a struggle between who's stronger and who's going to win. That's not what a relationship's about. A relationship is about mutual respect and both of you having part of the responsibility. I'm going to wait here for him to step up a little bit, hold himself up, and then as I give him his foot back, I'm going to put his foot down softly. You don't have to do that very many times for your horse to catch on and that relationship to keep getting better and better.